That's questionable. Oh, I see you're still here.
Yeah, I couldn't bear to leave without you.
Very funny. How long did I use your shoulder for my pillow?
Not long. Did you sleep all right?
Oh, yeah, I slept like a baby. My left side is completely paralyzed. I have a mouthful of dust, and I have 20 mosquito bites on my feet that I can't quite reach because my hands are tied behind my back. But other than that, I'm fully rested and ready to go.
Relax. We got plenty of time before room service gets here.
I was hoping that I would wake up and this would have all been a bad dream, but there's no such luck. How did you sleep?
I've been trying to decide the best way to get us out of this.
I'm open for any suggestions that you have.
Did you know that as a kid I trained as an escapologist?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep, I'm a big fan of Houdini's, daring feats, handcuff escapes, that sort of thing.
Were you good at it?
I never really got a chance to find out. My mom took away my magic kit after I chained Heather to the dining room table and then lost the key.
Why am I not heartened by this story?
I never really had that much chance to try, but now I do. If only needs an able-bodied assistant. I guess that I'm volunteering. All right. Now, I think the trick is to get up to that workbench. Just give you a 3 count.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
I'm coming. Oh, СиСи. What a nice surprise. No, I just ordered breakfast. Maybe I should call him
Why
back.
don't we cut the pleasantries, huh?
What now?
You really going to air this? You think you are?
By this, I assume you're referring to my story about big business and unemployment in Santa Barbara?
A hatchet job on me and my family is more the appropriate title, wouldn't you think?
Now, calm.
Don't tell me to calm down. I thought we had an honest, caring, even friendly relationship. We didn't have any relationship at all, did we? You sure in the story. I'll tell you something, lady. Nobody uses me. Ever.
I've been looking all over for you. What happened to you last night? I woke up this morning on the couch in front of a test pattern.
Something came up.
Why didn't you call me?
You want to hand me those, please?
Scott, what's going on?
Why don't you ask the other Dr. Donnelly?
Why? What'd you do?
Courtesy of your father, I have been reassigned. As of today, I'm out of here.
Wait, you mean you've been transferred?
No, banished would be a better word. I'm being sent to a government-subsidized clinic that's reopening right in the heart of Helltown.
Oh, no.
You know, I really got to hand it to your father, though. He said I wasn't going to last around here long. And he's a man of his word, isn't he?
Well, you know, Scott, maybe there was a mistake.
Oh, yeah, there's a mistake, all right, and I made it. And now I'm paying for it. You know, I thought I could deal with your father as one rational human being to another. I even thought he was starting to like me. I guess you can really be wrong about people.
Scott, I'm so sorry. I had no idea that...
Heather, please, just save it, okay? I'm obviously not handling this very well right now, and I don't want you to get caught in the crossfire of it. I gotta get out of here.
So what do you think, Tomas? Do we have a decent case?
Well, let's back up a little bit first. I've put together a dossier on Victoria Lane. Now, my staff has turned up some information I think might be very useful to us in the custody hearing.
What kind of information?
Well, we ran the usual background check, talked to some of her friends. Almost everyone has something in their past they just as soon forget.
Such as?
Well, in Victoria's case, nothing very incriminating in and of itself. A low-budget film made last year where she briefly appeared in the nude. A series of evictions from apartments in Los Angeles due to non-payment of rent. Of course, that was several years ago, before, when she first started working as an actress.
And that's it?
Well, I know it doesn't sound like much, but I think with this information, coupled with her ongoing drug problem, I'm confident we can build a fairly strong case in favor of you obtaining custody of the child.
What do you think?
Well, I think if it means that we have a legal right to be with Chip, then we should do it, don't you?
Well, I suppose, but I gotta tell you, I really don't care for this.
Look, it's the only way we can establish character and determine the fitness of the mother in terms of her rights to the child.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the decision to proceed is going to be up to you, Cruz. You're going to have to ask yourself some hard questions, and one of them is how far you're willing to go to assure that the court makes an award in your favor. If you think it's dirty pool now, just wait until you face Victoria in that courtroom.
What was so urgent you had to have me paged?
Daddy, when were you going to let me know that you had Scott transferred to the Alvarez Street Clinic?
That seems like an irrelevant question, since he's obviously already told you himself.
You're damn right he already told me, and I want to know why you did it.
Simply because I thought he was the best man for the job. When the board brought up the possibility of reopening the clinic, Clark immediately sprang to mind as the right choice.
Daddy, if all of the qualified men and women in this hospital, why Scott?
He's championed the cause of the common man on more than one occasion, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for him to prove himself.
Daddy, that's not the reason, and you know it. What, you're sitting here trying to tell me that it's a mere coincidence that the day after I tell you that Scott and I are moving in together, this golden opportunity comes along?
There is no correlation between the two. I never allow personal preferences to interfere with my work. My recommending Clark to head up the clinic was purely professional.
I believe you, Daddy. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to come to you, to be honest with you, and tell you about what was going on between Scott and me? The very least you could have done is had the same consideration before you started rearranging our lives.
As I recall, you didn't care at all what I thought about anything about the matter.
It's because you never listen to anybody when they have something to say to you. Do you have any idea what it's like to try so hard for someone's approval, for their acceptance, and not to get it? I'm through trying, Daddy. Because I realize now that it's never going to happen.
Heather, from the day you were born, I had aspirations, dreams for you. The same for Michael. I only wanted what was best for you.
Did you ever stop to think for 1 minute what I wanted? Daddy, you claim that you came to Santa Barbara to bring Michael and I back into your life. If that's true, then why are you trying so hard to turn me away? You're pushing too hard this time, Daddy.
Where do you come off making me the villain in all of this, huh? You knew from day one the story I was doing.
I knew you were doing a story. I didn't know you were doing this story.
Then let me ask you something. What kind of a story did you think I was telling?
How about an objective one? How about a third-party piece, an executive, the president of a company who has problems with his company which causes unemployment? Couldn't handle it that way? No, you gotta trash my family in public. Is that what you had to do?
This was not supposed to be a testimonial dinner to СиСи Campwell. The public isn't interested in some pristine press release. They want to know about the man behind
I don't give a damn what the public wants. My personal life is not public domain.
That is where you are wrong. You are as much a part of the public eye as Donald Trump, Lee Iacocca. Do you think that the public is interested in how the publishing business is faring? Or how you made your first million? No.
Let me tell you what I'm interested in. I'm interested in who fed you the information. How did you get it, huh? Did you sleep with him, too?
You'd be surprised how willing most people were to talk to me. You know the old saying, what they say about be careful of the enemies you make on the way up.
You dragged in details about my family that you had no right to put in a story. Common gossip about my wife and Kelly. Even in death, Mason and Channing were not immune to your vicious innuendos. I'd like to sue you and your network for slander.
Well, it's not slander when it's true.
God, you figured wrong. I thought you had a sense of fair play.
Oh, come off it. You let me do this story because it appealed to your male vanity. And for that matter, so did I.
And you portrayed me as a desperate, lonely man clinging to my comedy, which you and everybody else close to me knows is not true.
Really? If it's not true, how come you're so defensive?
Because I don't care about me. But I want to be damned if I'll let you destroy all the people I care about. My family is the most important thing in the world to me, which is something you may not understand. And I feel very sorry for you never to have the love and the caring a family can give. very glad of one thing, though. I'm very glad that your father and my friend isn't alive to see what you have become. He would be disgusted with your behavior, as I am.
Cruz, are you having second thoughts?
If you are, we should discuss them now. I don't want any surprises in the courtroom.
Well, as a matter of fact, I am having second thoughts. I want my boy to be here with us, but frankly, I don't care for your methods.
Cruz.
No. It's all right. I'm not offended. What is it specifically that you object to?
Dragging her past out in court in front of a judge. I mean, she's been through enough already without going through the humiliation of reliving it. It just doesn't seem fair.
Well, you know, what doesn't seem fair also is that Chip should live with somebody who can't obviously give him a stable home life.
Well, darling, I know that, and I want to protect Chip as much as is humanly possible, but I do not want to destroy his mother in the process.
Sweetheart, you were willing to kidnap this child yesterday when you thought that Victoria was a bad influence.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. You know, if you had taken Chip, you would have been leaving yourself wide open for criminal prosecution. Legally, you have no rights as far as the boy is concerned unless we are able to establish in court that Miss Lane is incompetent both as a mother and a primary caregiver.
Yeah, well, it seems to me that her actions, her behavior the past few weeks would persuade any judge that she's not up to caring for the boy right now.
Based on what? Hearsay? Your word against hers? We can't subpoena the hospital records. They're confidential. No, I'm afraid our only recourse is to verifiably document Victoria's history of irresponsible and unstable behavior.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know what the hell to think. I just don't like to kick somebody when they're down.
The final decision's going to be up to you. But remember, your son's welfare is in your hands. If you make a commitment to fight for him, you've got to go the distance. Anything less than that, you might well stand a chance of losing your son forever.
What the hell you think you're doing?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, man can't get any decent rest these days. Just because I ain't got no home don't mean I don't have rights.
Yeah, well, why don't you go call the police, all
Don't
right?
you think I won't? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Welcome to Helltown.
TJ. Come on, wake up. Looks like you had yourself quite a little party here last night. Huh? Well, I hope it was worth your while.
Hey! What the hell's going on here? What are you doing?
Back to the land of the living.
What'd you do that for, man? What time is it?
Time for you to get a shower and shave. We're gonna open up pretty soon.
Just give me a damn beer, will you?
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Give me a beer!
Hey, look. TJ, you can drink yourself in oblivion. That's fine with me. You are not doing this on company time.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, this place is closed, all right? Me and the tequila bar, we're having a little private party. If you don't mind, I'd like a little privacy.
You know, we used to be your friends, but I have no idea what's gotten into you lately. You keep this up, you're gonna lose everything. Everything.
You're a funny man, Teddy. Funny man. See, the way I look at it, I really don't have much more to lose. So if you don't like my attitude, there's the door. It's my life. I'll live it the way I want, all right?
Not when it affects the people that I care about.
Let me set that real straight with you, okay? When I met your mother, Her marriage was already over. And as far as Kelly, well, you'll be real happy to know that she wants nothing more to do with me. Okay?
You know, I'm sorry about what you're going through right now, but I think it's good you can get your life back together again. You know, find somebody who's right for you for a change.
I found one. But I couldn't hold on to her. Man, you know what it's like to love somebody so much that you want to do anything to be with them? Huh? Because until you know that kind of joy, you don't know what it's like. The isolation, the emptiness you feel when they're no longer in your life. So do me a favor. Don't be so quick to judge.
I love this house. It's so beautiful. Thanks. I'm so glad you stopped by. Where's your handsome husband? Well, he went to drop Chip off at his mother's. Want some coffee?
I'd love some.
Okay.
Thank you.
The custody hearings this afternoon.
Yes, I know, my darling. I thought I'd come over and give you a little moral support.
How about a lot of moral support?
What are the chances?
Well, you know, it's really hard to say. Here you are. I think because they have to prove whether Victoria is an unfit mother or not, and Cruz is just not sure how far he's willing to proceed, you know, to get joint custody.
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm trying to be supportive for him.
That doesn't answer my question. How are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm doing okay. I mean, things are a little scattered. Chip is the priority right now, so everything is sort of on hold.
Well, what about the follow-up piece in Lydia Saunders' story?
Well, it's kind of on hold, too. I mean, things have to be done, you know, gathering of information and scheduling of appointments, and I just haven't had the time, and I'm sorry to see this happen. I don't want the momentum to die down, because I certainly don't want the story to die.
Oh, you're still going to do it, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but, you know, I have to be honest. What really propelled me through the story was my hostility towards Lydia.
And that's changed?
Well, a little bit. I mean, I look at this, Mom. I mean, look at this job. And I see that, you know, the stories that you project, when you gather all this information, and then you have interviews, and then you sort of get it all together, and then you take an objective point of view, and you hopefully can project it with something that has your mark on it.
You sound so excited.
Well, I guess I am excited. I don't know. I don't know how the people at the TV station react to me. I don't think they're as excited about working with me on it. But
You need a little time to establish your credibility and make sure that they understand you have great intentions.
Well, I'm not throwing the towel in yet.
I'm dusting off the mantle to put your Emmy on.
Oh, Mom. Please. I'm just trying to see if I can raise people's consciousness. Make them aware of how the unemployment issue is really important. If I can do that.
I think you can do anything you put your mind to.
This is because you're my mother.
No, it's not. Because you're my daughter.
Now I know why I love you.
Push!
Okay?
Yeah.
Try one more time. Now, if you will just help me turn around. There is a nail sticking out of the workbench here. We just get, slow, careful. We just get the rope up on top of it. I think I can use it to pull myself
Then what?
clear.
We're stranded in the middle of nowhere. I haven't heard a car here for hours.
All right, just take it easy. Hold still. Well, maybe traffic will pick up later in the day. Somebody's about to come by soon. We did.
Don't remind me. How you doing down there?
I think I've almost got it.
Good. 'Cause I could really use a drink of water. Or a lemonade. Yeah, a nice, tall lemonade with lots of ice. And hurry!
All right. One tall glass of lemonade.
Forget the
coming right-
lemonade! There's a giant lizard coming near my feet.
What kind of lizard?
I don't know what kind. It's a icky, crawly kind. It's big and it has beady eyes and it's getting closer.
Don't panic. Don't move. Just stay right where you are.
Why? Does it bite?
No, but you don't want to scare it away. It's going to cook up real good for a barbecue. One more pull. There. Now, where's that lizard?
He ran away when he heard us talking about eating him for dinner.
Well, that's too bad. I was looking forward to those sweet little morsels.
Oh.
There you
Thank you. Thank you.
you hear that?
Sounds like a car.
Don't worry about it. Another one will be back in a month, maybe 2. I'm so hungry. Is there food or anything around here? Anything to eat?
Never seen that garage without a candy machine.
I'm so hungry. I want that lizard to come back. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here.
Mike, please, something.
What? Anything? What have you got?
Yes?
A drink would be great. Here. Got it? Here. There, that's fine. Caviar? Imported?
Crackers to go with it.
Champagne? What kind of garage is this?
Rolls Royce. These are given to customers in the waiting room.
Oh!
So, are you free for lunch, madam?
Yeah, I happen to be free.
Hey, damn! Come on, get out of there. Guess it's just not my day. Can you tell?
Yeah, I kind of thought you might have had a chance to work off some of that anger by now, but maybe I should just leave this and go.
No, wait a minute. I'm sorry for the way I acted at the hospital.
Okay, Scott, I understand.
So what do you think? Welcome to my nightmare.
Scott, it's not that bad, really. All it needs is some fixing up, a few coats of paint.
There's not enough paint on the planet Earth to cover the smell of this place. Sure brings back a lot of bad memories, though.
Why, were you here before?
I grew up in this neighborhood. My father used to bring me and my brother here whenever we fell off our bikes or one of the tough kids in the neighborhood bloodied my nose. I was here a lot.
No wonder you hate it.
I didn't give a damn about the bloody noses. It was just that the doctors and the nurses, you know, they treated you like you were a number or something. Well, I guess it wasn't their fault. Most of the time, the waiting room was full to overflowing. They were severely understaffed. No personal contact, nothing. Just put on a Band-Aid, throw in the next patient.
It's terrible.
You know what the worst of it was? The doctors and the nurses, they were as much victims to the system as the people that they were trying to treat. You know, most of the time you see the staff walking around here looking like zombies, and because of that, they made a lot of mistakes. Some of them were fatal ones.
Scott, you care too much to let that happen.
I don't know if I'm up to it, Heather.
Come on. Since when have you been afraid of a challenge? You survived 18-hour shifts with the great Dr. Donnelly. This ought to be a piece of cake.
Father would have a real laugh seeing me here now, wouldn't he?
Let's see if we can get the jump on him and save the last laugh for ourselves.
What do you mean?
Come on. Grab a broom. We'll find out. Come on.
Who's representing you in the custody?
You might know him. Thomas Randall.
Thomas. Oh, sure I do. He's with the firm that represents your father's company.
Yeah, he said to say hello to you.
Did he? I bet he made it sound like an indecent proposal.
Sounds like you two have a history.
Oh, it's just a silly running gag we have. I see him at parties, and he flirts with me. I turn him down, and, you know, it's harmless fun.
Why'd you call him?
Call him? Yeah. You mean like for a date? Oh, please.
Mama, I mean, please, you could call him. You maybe, you know, ask him out to lunch or something. I mean, you're both attractive, intelligent, you know, reasonably mature adults.
So you go out and you have lunch and maybe you like each other and then you can never tell what might happen.
Well, hold on. Just wait a minute, please. You're going to have me married in a few minutes.
Mama, I don't want you spending the rest of your life alone, growing old and lonely.
Eden, I have no intention of spending the rest of my life alone. But this, freedom I have right now, pretty heady thing. I want to give myself a little time to enjoy it.
All right. You can still have lunch. I mean, it doesn't have to be Mr. Randolph. It's cute.
Okay, I'll make you happy. I'm having lunch today with a man. It's a date. And he's cute. Arthur Donnelly, Heather's father.
Is it serious?
Eden, it's lunch. That's all. We like each other. We get along. We enjoy each other's company.
Oh, well, you know, if you're happy, I'm happy.
Honey, I think about your father a lot. And I miss him. And I do miss having a man in my life. But I'm not running out looking for someone to replace him. First of all, it'll be impossible. Second of all, I'm very healthy. And with that, I'm going to leave you.
Oh, okay.
What time is the hearing?
It's at 4 o'clock, but Cruz said he was going to come back here first.
Maybe
he should be back by now.
Should probably stop somewhere on the way to his mother's.
Yeah, maybe.
You worried?
Oh, no. I mean, you were probably right. They just stopped somewhere.
What do you think, Chipper?
Look what you've done to my life, turning my world upside down.
What should we do?
I don't know what to do.
You'll call me as soon as the hearing's over.
Yes, I promise.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello, Princess.
Hi, Daddy.
Sophia. Look, I'm sorry I didn't call first, but I think, I want to tell you something that can't wait.
It's all right. I was just leaving.
No, I think you better stay. Concerns the whole family.
Well, Daddy, what is it?
I got my hands on a preview copy of the network special that Lydia Sonis is putting on. You're right. Absolutely right. In the 60 seconds, she's managed to decimate the family. I came off as the worst villain since Ebenezer Scrooge, but none of us was spared. I just wanted to prepare you and let you know that I had nothing to do with what's going on in the air.
Well, that's a small comfort, isn't it?
Well, is there any way you can stop it, Daddy?
I wish there were. I've got my lawyers checking on the legality of things, maybe to get an injunction, but I don't think it's going to work. Do you mind if I have a minute alone with your mother? That is, if it's all right with you?
Okay, be in the kitchen.
Why do I get the feeling I'm not going to like this?
Well, I'm afraid that Lydia was not particularly kind to you in her profile of you. She, managed to bring in your personal life after the time that we were separated when you started seeing TJ.
What specifically did she say?
How promiscuous you were, for one thing, and how you flaunted it in front of the family.
And just where did she find this out?
She didn't get it from me.
Well, she didn't get it from me, so who else could it have been?
And it all really sounds very suspiciously familiar. Because those are the words, almost verbatim, that you said to me before you threw me out of the house.
That was between you and me. I wouldn't air our dirty laundry in public, Sophia.
Oh, not even a little pillow talk with Lydia? What does she do? Have her tape recorder on while you're in bed with her?
Don't be so damn crass.
You should have known this was going to happen before you invited the Lydia Sonder into our bedroom.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, I'm sure your father would be glad to tell you how it feels to betray probably the one decent thing that we had left together.
Daddy, what was that all about?
She seems to forget that we are divorced. If you excuse me, I gotta go.
Daddy. Oh.
Goodbye, Cruz. I'll call you later.
I came in at the wrong time. What just happened?
Don't ask. Hey, where have you been?
What do you mean?
I have been worried about you. You didn't call or
been imagining all sorts of things, thinking you're out there doing all kinds of crazy stuff?
Me? Out there doing crazy stuff? You don't know how close I came.
Fred, will you calm down? I can hear you wheezing. Yes, I know I promised to deliver you the story today. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to wait. Because I have to go back to the editing room, that's why. Look, 24 hours tops. Look, I promise I will have it to you queued up and ready to go long before airtime. No, there's nothing wrong with the piece. Look, I think you're gonna love it. Something's come up today, that's all, and I feel it's important enough that I include it. You're a doll. I love you.
Forgive me for being late. You look lovely.
Thank you. No, don't apologize. I just got here myself.
Oh, good. Martini? Good choice. Bartender, I'll have the same if you don't mind.
I don't think you met my son, Ted Campwell, Dr. Donnelly.
Hello, Ted. Pleasure.
Pleased to meet you. I'll get your drink. Your table's ready.
Great.
Thank you.
Certainly a lot different than the Orient Express.
Yeah, it is. A lot different. You want to go someplace else?
No. I've been in too much of a rut lately. I need to get out, go someplace different.
Well, this place certainly is.
You come here often?
I used to.
Oh.
There you go.
Thank you, Ted. All right. What do we drink to?
New beginnings. Both of us.
I like that. In fact, I like that very much.
Hey, look what I found.
What is it?
I used to have one of these in high school.
You're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
It's transportation.
Yeah, maybe 20 years ago, this isn't going to get us to a gas station, let alone Las Vegas.
I bet you I can start her up. Oh, by the way, found these out by the road. They've been cleaned out. All right, you want to hand me some of the tools over there?
Tell me you're a closet mechanic, too.
Oh, yeah. The only reason I became a cop, I thought I could ride one of these around and get paid for it. Everything resembling a screwdriver. Perfect. Cute.
Oh,
I remember I came home from school one day. My dad saw me. I had my bike all taken apart, everything strewn all over the driveway, and he was about to make a snide comment. I launched into this discourse about the similarities between a surgeon and a grimy-handed mechanic.
oh, he must have loved that analogy.
Yeah, he got all purple in the face, stormed into the house. I still hear the screen door slamming. It was great.
You two didn't have very much in common, did you?
Only our gift of mutual aggravation.
I confess to having an ulterior motive when I asked you out to lunch today.
What is that?
I want to know what your secret is with your children. Whenever I've seen you together, I'm struck by the rapport that you have. There's obviously a real affection there.
I think there is. I don't know if there's a secret or if it's any one thing.
Well, whatever it is, it's a talent that I obviously lack. Whenever my children are in the same room for more than 5 minutes, total warfare breaks out.
Can't be that bad.
We bear the scar.
I don't know what your situation is, Arthur, but I try to listen more than I speak. And try very hard to be patient.
Speaking of whom, I'm sorry.
Which...
I'll just call the hospital.
All right, I'll get us some more coffee.
Thank you.
He's a little older than you're used to, Sophia.
What do you want, teacher?
Oh, I thought I'd just stop by and let you know you don't have to worry about Kelly anymore. She made it real clear she wants me the hell out of her life.
That doesn't surprise me.
You neither. Like mommy, like daughter, right? You went back to a man you didn't love, and then you asked her to do the same thing. Fact of the matter is, though, didn't work for you. What makes you think it's going to work for her? Huh?
Looking around this place now, I'd say it has definite possibilities.
Oh, yeah? Such as?
Come on, use your imagination, Scott. It's your clinic. You can fix it up and do anything you want with it.
No. I have all the responsibilities while the hospital administration tells me how to run things.
Well, it doesn't have to be that way.
Come on, Heather, you know how the system works. You've seen the machine in action. I'll requisition a can of red paint, they'll send me back 5. All hospital white. Gotta work within the rules.
So we bend the rules a little bit.
How?
You know, you're really depressing today, Scott. We beat them at their own game. Let's say that we have a party. And we invite all the people from the neighborhood, and we can fix the place up ourselves.
You know, that's not a bad idea. This is the people's clinic. They should have a say in how it looks, right?
Absolutely. And all they need to bring is paintbrushes and inspiration. We'll supply the paint and the, okay?
You know something? There's a wall out here that is totally blank. I mean, it would be perfect for a mural. You know, we can invite some of the kids from the neighborhood down, have them painted, have it like a kind of way of making the place their own.
It's a great idea.
We could also open up the clinic one night a week for working mothers, even have a child care center, daycare center as a sideline or something.
You know what? All this from a man who, not 5 minutes ago, was trying to tell me we couldn't beat the system.
You still have to get it past the board. Now, that means your father.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry too much about him if I were you.
Oh, yeah? Why, you know something I don't?
Yeah, I know a lot of things that you don't.
Like what?
Like, I think you're going to do a great job here.
We'll see.
Are we late?
No, in fact, you beat Miss Lane here. That would give us time to go over a few things before the hearing starts. Now, I know this judge. She's very tough, but very fair. And we may have a strong enough case without digging too deeply into Victoria's background. But in case we don't, you thought any more about what we discussed earlier?
That's all I've been thinking about, and frankly, I'm still not convinced that you're right.
What's right here is relative. The primary consideration should be your son's welfare.
Any last-minute words of wisdom?
It's really up to you. I mean, whatever you decide, you know I'm behind you.
Well, you have a lot more experience with this kind of thing than I do, obviously, and with that in mind, I'm going to let you do as you see fit. I just hope you'll promise me that you'll hold back as much as you can, unless it's absolutely necessary.
Well, I hope we won't have to go with everything we have on her. Look, we've got about 5 minutes. I'll meet you both inside.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Well, this is it.
Hey, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah. I wonder where Tori is.
Here.
Thank you.
Here, here's your first seat. So, you think we'll get out of here tonight?
I was just about to start her up.
Ah. Here. It's gonna work, huh?
Yeah.
Double C. Home night, huh? Didn't pick you couple up there.
Get Laura, sonny boy.
Yeah, maybe I will. I don't like indoor fireworks anymore.
It's so weird. I mean, it's already so far late, I can't...
Am I too late?
No, you're not. We're still waiting for Tori. Did her lawyer call you as a witness?
No, actually, I'm here for you. I thought about what you said the other night and it started making sense, so I'm here if you need me.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. But it may have been a wasted trip if Victoria doesn't give
I
you...
just got off the phone with Miss Lane's attorney. He was supposed to pick her up over an hour ago, but she wasn't there. He said he'd call us as soon as he tracked her down.
Excuse me. Mama, it's Cruz. Oh, my God. No, we'll be there right away.
Is something wrong? Is Chip okay?
My mother put him down for a nap about half an hour ago. She just went into his bedroom to check on him, and he's gone.
Later tonight, first there was Johnny Carson. Then came Late Night with David Letterman. Now there's Later with Bob Costas. Join Bob and his guest, that lady in the know, Linda Ellerby, for the kind of talk that'll open your eyes.
Hi, this is Bob Costas. Join me tonight for the final and tranquil 30 minutes of late night television on Later with Bob Costas.
The late night tradition continues, only on NBC.